Hey guys, Lamonster here at Lamonster Garage, and we've got another product. We've been working on this for quite some time, and it's the highway bracket for the floorboard set up on the F3 and F3T. It's based off the same floorboard bracket that we been using for years on the RT. It's called FBB. It's a floorboard bracket. I've actually been building highway brackets for the Spyder since 2008. That was one of the very first products that I built. Coming back from Florida to Tennessee, about halfway into it, I thought, man, I need to put my feet somewhere else. So I designed a bracket that bolts up on the GS. Since then, I've made them for the GS, the RS, the ST, RT, two different versions for the RT, and now the F3. One of the things about our brackets is we're able to use any type of peg. We can use Kuryakin peg. We make our own pegs. We make a chevron peg, a web peg. We have several different options. We have several Kuryakin pegs that we love. The Widow peg's a big seller. Trident large, Trident dually. So we have a lot of options. You're not locked into one peg. But we don't just throw something out there because we can. We make sure the ergonomics are right, and make sure there's no issues with your brake pedal, and that it looks right. It looks cool. It needs to look like it belongs on the bike, not something just thrown on there. This particular bracket, if you come here a little closer, I'll show you. Now this has got paint on the bracket. This is our final prototype. I've actually had to cut and weld this several times to get it to my fabricator at the right angles that I want, but we're going to go into full production Monday, and they'll be powder coated the same as the Link. It comes with our caps. We're actually talking about doing a different cap too, but that'll be in the future. The beauty of this is the easiest install that we have on any floorboard or highway bracket, period. And basically you pull these two bolts out, you put our bracket in and bolt it back up, and it's done. It's that simple. Super strong, truly fully adjustable. When I say that, we can add a 6-inch link if you want. This link can move backwards, forwards. We're using 1/2-inch bolts. When you crank it down, these suckers are locked in real strong. And the ergonomics of it is pitched towards the rider, so it's at a natural position. And if you get Jacob come over here and you'll kind of look at it from the back side, you'll notice that it follows the lines of the bike. You know, when I say ergonomically, it follows the way you're sitting, where your leg naturally wants to go. Once again, like I say, you can move these forward if you want. You can go with a longer bracket if you want. You can even move them back. The other nice thing is it's totally clear of the brake pedal. There's no other peg here that you might accidentally step on it instead of the brake. Obviously you need to adjust it so it doesn't come anywhere close to the brake, but that was a big concern for us. We don't like turning the peg in. Not only does it look funky, it's just not a good setup. It's not a good safety setup. Nobody does it that way. In the motorcycle industry, we won't do it that way. So anyway, this is the way a highway bracket. If you're going down the road, you see your Harley buddies, your Goldwing buddies. This is exactly how they have their feet out. It's out from the bike, away from the shifter, away from the brake pedal. Even from this angle here, if you look at it straight on, I mean, it's just a good-looking line. And when you get on the bike, you know, it just feels right. You can have your heel rested on the floorboard if you want. That's the way I prefer. Or you can, you know, hang your ankle over it. That's a possibility. A lot of people do that. You can adjust them to, you know, your height. We all have different inseams. So, but for me, this is like the most comfortable. It's just a nice stretch out, get my foot right where I want it. You're not spread out too wide. One thing on our RT, because we have the air fins that come out, we're limited on how tight we can tuck them in. So our MBVs are actually more popular basically because they're tucked into the bike tighter. But the FBBs, you know, it has its purpose too. The longer legged people, they like them. I'm used to straddling a boss hoss, so it's not a big deal. But this one, because you don't have the same fins, you don't have the same obstructions, we're able to keep it tighter, and it's for really a natural, it just feels right when you put your foot on it. Very natural, it looks like it belongs on the bike, and that's the key to all Lamonster Garage products, is it needs to look like it's factory, like it belongs there. So next week, November, actually the beginning of November, we go into full production. I hope in 2 weeks I'll have product on the shelf ready to sell. Price point's going to be really good. So keep an eye on Facebook, SpyderLovers.com, and of course LamonsterGarage.com, and you'll see the latest and greatest products from Lamonster Garage. Thank you.